by profession, was fiercely devoted to those who served both in and out of the classroom. She was well known all over this community for her passion for social justice, for feeding the hungry, tending to the needs of the homeless, protesting injustices such as nuclear warheads and the schools for the Americans. She fought for equality. She worked for justice. She was engaged firsthand in the works of mercy. But she also advocated for change that would make a sustainable difference. Francie died tragically in a car accident in January of 2000. Her life left a lasting impact on this community. It should not come as a surprise to us that Francie was immediately drawn to action and become involved in her mission and work. Not only was she involved, but she also brought her church. Father Terry Hazel clearly remembered her excitement when St. Michael's Parish joined action a year after it was founded. So tonight, as in years past, we honor members of the community who share in her passion and commitment to strengthen the beloved community, but we also honor the family of Francie Herzog.
Thank you so much, Rose Carter, for your kind words. And it's been 22 years already. Every day I still forget what Francie has done for me and for the country and the city and the community. And I want to thank you so much for what you do for the Kirkson family and what you've done for us tonight. Thank you.
Mayor Brown, a certificate of recognition in memory of Francis Herzog.
Thank you so much, Mayor, wherever you are. Thank you.
I'm Francis' daughter. I just wanted to say thank you so much for honoring her. And if you listen to all of those 3 points of the pastor's sermon and speech, she was all 3 of those, and she would have been running ahead and tag teaming, trying to do all the same actions. Thank you so much.
Richard is a pediatrician in Lower Manhattan, and she drove all the way from Manhattan this morning or today to be here tonight.
This is also in memory of Father Terry Hazel, who was at St. Michael's. So let's remember him. And I also want to say, let us remember all of those that are sick and shut in, and remember, I'm sorry, Sheila Triplett. My mind went crazy, yeah. Todd, you did an excellent job. And we thank Sheila was not able to be here. Keep her mother in prayer. Keep Anita's mother in prayer, please.
Thank you, Ms. Carter. To continue to the 2020 honorees, to present the Humanitarian Award, Jazam Azam. I do apologize. I know I butchered it all. Gelada, I know that part.
Yes, and you asked me for a gift basket. You would forget that. Good evening. I have the privilege of introducing and presenting the winner of the Humanitarian Award this evening. I am not going to read his bio. It's in the book. And how many people here do not know Reverend Pensacola? Put your hands down. Is there anyone here who does not know? There's one person in the back. You can read the bio. But I just didn't want to do the normal, go through this is who he is, this is how long he's been around, this is what he does. His work speaks for him. His ministry speaks for him. And I actually found a poem that I wanted to share, which describes to enter your spirit every day. You know the world of trouble we face, of sin and injustice trying to invade this space. A man of great faith is what you are, with sacred wisdom that takes you far. You fight for those who are battered by pain, to lift them up, to keep them up, to keep them spiritually sustained. You are a man of faith, a tower of strength. You trust God to guide you through walls of corruption. A man of faith that conquers doubt. Your spirit is like the pollen that's scattered about. You listen to God first in all that you do. Your assignment from Him is what leads you. You are blessed with dedication in your worship, faithful in your walk, eager to learn and believe. You are a vessel of truth for those who are too easily deceived. You don't let the adversary's evil attempts keep you enslaved. Your faith is unmovable. Your words are firm. Your commitment to God's people is unwavering. Your resolve stern. You are flawless in your witnessing and incredibly brave. You dominant man of remarkable faith. Continue to minister to broken spirits and challenging systems. Speak with confidence, dedication, and grace. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce one of my favorite people on this planet, Reverend Ken Sucker.
Proclamation from our illustrious mayor, as well from Michelle LaPorte.
Our MC gave me explicit instructions to I want to say thank you, first of all, to Action and Rose Carter as our leader, who has put this banquet together and continues to do great work here in the community. This award is not for me, it's for the people who work alongside me. First, I need to thank the membership of the New Bethel Baptist Church. I want those persons to stand up real quick. New Bethel Baptist Church are in the house. These are the people that put up with my crazy. They support everything I do in the community. They know that the church doors are going to get opened up to everything in the community, and they're behind me 100%. I want to thank the New Bethel family for their support and their followership, and for putting up with my crazy. I also wanted to, this award is also for group community Mobilization Coalition. I want those members to stand up real quick. Community Mobilization Coalition, you remember the Community Mobilization Coalition. These are the people who support the work that we do here in the community. There's 18 organizations, and they are fearless and tireless, and certainly want to thank the members of the Community Leadership Coalition on Education, the Next Steps Coalition on Police Reform, and the Youngstown Black Caucus. They're in the back. Stand up, Black Caucus. They're back there. amen, who work fearlessly in the community to help us do what we do. The last person I want to thank, well, there's two people, both are gone on, who influenced my life and have caused me to be the person that I am. That is, of course, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, who certainly impacted my life, and of course, my father, the Reverend Mahoning This is because he was my mentor, the greatest role model that I could have ever had. And I'll close with what he shared as a part of his life that motivated him to do what he did in the community. And that was a simple poem called Others. It is my inspiration, and so hopefully it will become ours. The poem says, Lord, help me to live from day to day in such a self-forgetful way, that even when I kneel and pray, my prayer will be for others. Help me in all that I do to ever be sincere and true, knowing that all I do for you must needs be done for others. Let self be crucified and slain and buried deep and all in vain. May efforts cease to rise again except to live for others. And when my work on earth is done, my good work in heaven has begun, may I forget even the crown I've won while thinking still of others. Others, Lord, yes, others. Let this my motto be. Lord, help me to live for others, that I might live like thee. Thank you.
To present the Institutional Service Award, Adam Lee. Would Sharon Lindsay please come up?
Thank you, Tony. Good evening, everyone. I'm the program director for Youngstown Cityscape, and it's my great pleasure to introduce Sharon Lesson this evening. She threw me into the fray downtown right before our annual Streetscape event 3 years ago, and I've been having fun ever since, and really enjoyed working with her. This year, it's our 25th annual Streetscape event, and we're gearing up to get that going. We always have, it's on June 4th, we always have over 500 volunteers from our favorite days of the year. It's been a fantastic journey in community development, and Sharon has been with the organization since 2005, when Cityscape was formally created from a small grassroots downtown cleanup committee. Under Sharon's leadership, Cityscape has evolved into Youngstown Center City Community Development Corporation, meaning partnerships, transforming the urban landscape of downtown, gateway, and urban neighborhoods. Sharon has a talent for creating partnerships. We see this all around, from Cityscape's work with the city and YSU, to our long-term commitment revitalizing Banquet Park. We've undertaken projects with the Rotary Club of Youngstown and other nonprofit partners. Under Sharon, Cityscape continues to chart bold new directions. In 2021, the organization started Cityscape of Reels, purchasing the last urban greenhouse in our city. It was a 98-year-old building. We can't wait till it's all done. This wonderful project will expand growing space, build community-based business, and we'll do more than grow plants. Cityscape of Reels will create job training for returning citizens, keep resources in the city, and sow the seeds to help rebuild the local economy. Sharon is more than just Cityscape's executive director. Her most important work is wife to Dan Letson, mother to daughter Abby and son Danny, and grandmother to Abby's twin boys, Warren and Mitchell. I'm delighted to introduce a worthy woman of our honor, Sharon Letson.
This is a meaningful recognition as Youngstown Cityscape celebrates its 25th anniversary. Cityscape-like action believes we are all called to raise awareness and present solutions to overcome poverty and its associated conditions. We must all continue to leave this place better than we found it. Hats off to you, Rose. Being an executive director is a job for a strong, good, faithful woman who moves mountains and maybe is a little winners. And I'm thrilled to say that we probably are all a little crazy. Join us. Help us all move mountains.
To present the Community Service Award, Minister Ted Brown. Tom, could you please come to the stage?
Good evening. Before I introduce Tom, just want to read to you a brief vision statement for the Mahoning Valley Association of Churches. The Mahoning Valley Association of Churches, congregations of Columbiana, Mahoning, and Trumbull counties, witness the Christ call that its followers will be one. Working cooperatively in the church and the community, we seek to bring about the realm of God on earth. We value diversity, racial harmony, justice, and respect as we strive for reconciliation within the church and beyond. A little about Dr. Tom Saline. First, I want to say he is a friend, he is a brother. Dr. Thomas Saline is the executive director of the Mahoning Valley Association of Churches. And I'm going to be brief because you can read the bio in your book. But Dr. Thomas Saline has been a professional lay ecclesial minister for over 40 years. He recently retired from full-time catechetical ministry. He currently works with St. Joseph Parish in Austintown as a Bible study leader and infant baptism preparation catechist. He is the Mahoning Valley Association of Churches, and he serves as its executive director. And he is an adjunct professor at Loyola University Institute for Ministry in New Orleans. As I stated before, you can read the rest of the bio for yourself. I am happy to announce that Tom Saline is receiving his Community Service Award on behalf of the Mahoning Valley Association of Churches. Dr. Saline, congratulations.
Thank you, brother and friend, Minister Brown. And I am very honored to accept this award, this Community Service Award, on behalf of the Mahoning Valley Association of Churches. I'd like to thank Action, all of you Action churches, the Action Board, for this Community Service Award. I also want to thank Francie Kirksander. I knew her personally, especially I knew her for work with the Youngstown Peace Council. And I thank her for her ongoing inspiration to me in working for mercy and justice. And I'd also like to thank all of the MVAC churches and the MVAC board. President Jack Cooper, Vice President Mary Alice Cobalt, who's here, Mary Alice. Treasurer Reverend Dr. Robin Woodbury, and Secretary Brenda Antonucci. And I love working with MVAC, and it is an honor that I serve in that capacity as Executive Director. It's a blessing to help Action work towards its mission of bringing churches together to do the crazy work of God in the Mahoning Valley. And I also like to thank my family who was here. My wife Jean, my son Greg, my new daughter-in-law Desiree is here. And God bless you. God bless the work of action. God bless the work of impact.
Thank you, sir. And to present the Education Award, Brian Youngblood and Art Daly. Art.
So good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be on stage with a gentleman such as Brandon, reading a little about his bio and learning about the fact that he's a military individual, 18 years. Thank you very much for your service. And giving back to our youth is the critical component to really caring about your community and giving back to make sure that they have safe places to live, healthy opportunities, and an education for their future. So I just wanted to say I'm honored to be here tonight with you. Thank you so much for letting me share this with you. And I'll turn this over to my colleague.
All right, good evening, everybody. How you doing tonight? I know we're at the end of this thing. You guys are all looking tired, but you guys still look real good out there, guys. So hopefully you just bear with us for a quick second. And I think this man here is well deserving. So when I initially got the call from Miss Erica to speak about individual earning this education award, I don't think she had an idea of who she was bringing up here and what connection him and I actually had. It's almost funny because people are bringing them over to the table, introducing them to me. What they don't realize that I've been knowing Brandon since I was probably 9 or 10 years old. I'm on the north side, that's where I'm from, but I made my way to the south side of Youngstown around that time, and I lived on West Judson Street. And in my backyard, we had a basketball hoop, and we all thought we were going to the NBA. So, a couple weeks as we were standing there, with intensity on the basketball court, he was the one that was going to dunk on you and scream in your face afterwards. So, for me to see now, this whole thing come full circle and see that same intensity and that same ferociousness being applied to the young people in the city of Youngstown, it brings a huge smile to my face and it makes me feel so good inside knowing that we're both moving in the direction to make an impact on the young people that are going to really change what Youngstown is in the future. So when you look at Brandon, you see an individual that has went out of his way to make sure that students are exposed and experience things that they probably wouldn't without him. You're talking about students that may not have ever left the city of Youngstown or traveling to Orlando, Florida, Universal Studios, or giving away hundreds of bikes to students that may not receive them, or thousands of coats. So I can sit here and talk about his service in Iraq, or the key to the city that he received from Mayor McNally, or the award that he received for his outstanding service in the military. But honestly, I know what really means most, and what really means a lot to him, is the work that he's done for the young people in Mahoning County. So without further ado, I want to send so much love and appreciation, man, for the work that you do. And for those of you that didn't know, this is a guy that's really molded me into who I am and kind of put the intensity that I have and that I possess, and gives me the opportunity to work and do the things that I do on a regular basis. So for Brandon, I thank you for that.
My bad. See, I'm still not used to all these awards and everything. And, see, I'm about to put it up here again. So I'm not used to all these awards and everything that we get for what we do for the community. Because when I first started the organization, I did nothing for awards. I did it all for selfless service. So I'd like to go back to when I first joined the military and my Army values. From loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. And everything that the pastor said about compassion. Compassion is I look at it like it speaks to myself and everybody in my organization that does everything for the community. And I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't speak to this man right here, Mr. Roger Pack. Mr. Roger Pack right here in the organization. What he says is, while I'm in Fort Thomas, Kentucky in the military, relaxing on the beach and doing whatever else, he's here managing over 103 employees that we have. He manages daily, and I'd like to bring Mr. Roger back up here because this award right here, it goes to me, but it also, I'd like to give it to Mr. Roger Pack. I'm nothing without Mr. Roger Pack, his daughter, Ms. Robinson, and like I said, our 103 staff members that we have employed, and everybody in the community. Just last week, we had a skating event. It was able to bring 650 kids together to skate for free. Every year, we're able to take kids. In the last 11 years, we took kids over 400 field trips and events, all for free. We took kids to Disney, Tampa, Florida, Dallas, everywhere you can think of, all for free. No grants, no donations, out of our own. Everybody here, I think, Action, and Ms. Carter and everybody here that was able to nominate us for this award and everything. And the name of their organization is All We Do. We're all about action. That's all we do. We're all about action. I don't talk much. I'm not into all the news and all the hoopla and all the, I don't really like playing the games and all the political stuff like that. I'm all about action, organization, all about action. And I think that's why we're very successful in the community. And that's all we care about, man. Action and these babies. We like to take care of these babies, and that's all we care about. And I'd like to thank the Youngstown City School District, Mr. Jennings, and everybody involved with them for letting us be a part of the school for the before, during, and after school programming, summer programming, and everything is a blessing. And I say, like I said, thank God, thank everybody for being out here tonight, and thank you for supporting us.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, as I grow a little older, I get a little emotional. You know, I'm getting emotional right now. But first of all, I want to thank my kind Father in heaven. I want to say thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you for what you've done for this organization and Brandon Perry, DeQuaid Robinson, has worked so hard to put together. Lord, thank you for putting your hands, because without you, we could do nothing but fail. We could do nothing but fail. So for that, I want to thank you. Kind Father, I also want to thank you for the travel mercy you allowed us to get here. I'm going to ask you for the same travel mercy upon our department. These prayers, I'm asking in your Son Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right, my name is Roger Pack, and Mr. Perry did me just a little bit out. I do go to 9 schools just about every day, and he's not only in Kentucky, he's in the sun. Okay? While I'm working, he's in the sun. Do you, Pastor Stanford, do you understand what I'm saying? He's in the sun. Okay, but Mr. Perry is one of the most humblest people you will ever know. You will never meet a person as humble as Mr. Perry is. He's the man behind the scenes. DeQuaid Robinson is the lady behind the scenes. He's the CEO, she's the director, I'm the assistant director. They give me a playbook that I can't fail with. See, that's what it starts up top and it works its way down. It permeates down. It does. When you got a great coach in any sport, you usually get good results. They give me a playbook that don't allow me to fail. Now, we really do need to pray and try to support our children a little bit more maybe than we do. And I'm not singling out anyone, this is myself and everyone in here. I see some real graphic things every day. And Pastor Todd, I think, commented on parents not parenting. Boy, he's spot on. He's spot on. There's no more evidence than that in these schools. So I'm gonna say this, and then I know everybody ready to go home. Yeah, everybody looks great too. Thank everybody for coming. Y'all look beautiful. I'm a little bit choked up here. I had no idea he was gonna actually do this. This is, you know. But Brandon Perry, well done, bro. Well done. Jaquita Robinson, she couldn't be here. Well done. Pastor Simon, I know him really well. I heard Pastor Todd once before speak. He speaks really intelligently. He's a godly man. Pastor Simon, I've known him all my life. He's always been a godly man. Pastor Stanford over there, I've known him since he was about 16 years old. There was no doubt what he was going to do. There was no doubt. He was trying to teach me what I was supposed to be teaching him. So well done, Pastor Stanford. To everyone, thank you for coming. Thank you for allowing me to speak. May God bless everyone.
Just one quick side note. You want to go ahead?
Okay, so thank you. And like I said before, you are all incredible. We are so grateful for your time and your presence, and you are all wonderful. But some of you are also winners. So here we go. First of all, Pastor Ralph Edwards won the 50-50, $86. He has it. He already left. You're going to spend it. Yeah. Don't get up until we're done. If you get up, you forfeit your prize. And your names are also written on the little card. So basket number 1, Bonnie Zoldak. Oh, before I go any further, Elizabeth Kelly, I don't know who you are, but I would buy a lottery ticket on my way home tonight. Basket number 1, Bonnie Zoldak. Number 2, Marie McMartin. Number 3 and 4, Deasia Daniels. Number 5, Elizabeth Kelly. 6, Dan Eicher. 7, Elizabeth Kelly. 8, Lori Simon. 9, Vera Little. 10, Bonnie Zoldak. 11, Kristen Matters. 12, Jerry Jenkins. 13, Deacon Frazzini. 14, Jerry Jenkins. 15, Elizabeth Kelly. 16, Shakayla, our Zoom facilitator tonight, Shakayla. 17, Brenda Allen. 18, Elizabeth Kelly. 19, Deacon Silvestri. 21, Smith. 21, Cindy Evans. 22, Mark Curtis. And 23, Sister Mary Slattery. And Deacon Frazzini, when you get that smoker set up because you won that, I'm coming over for dinner. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to conclude here. I'd like to call up the co-chairs of the Banquet, Action President and Vice President, Pastor Rich Kidd and Erica Ingram.
As President of Action, I just want to thank everyone that is here today. I want you to stand up and look around. Look around, everybody. All these people, you made this happen. You made Action happen tonight. Action towards the Alliance, our missional transformation, influencing our neighborhoods. And without you, without your financial support, your volunteering, and being part of Action, we would not be able to do the work that brings change to the community. Special thanks to our chair and vice president here, Avery, Anthony Spano, who did a great job as master of ceremonies, and Pastor Todd Johnson. I've been to church. We all been. You know, my dad used to say, "Press on." You know, quoting Paul, "Press on to the higher calling of the Lord," and he makes us want to all press on. Anyway, also with the music, Clarence Harge and Jonathan Blackshire that has a new album out, Life Interrupted. Thanks to the hard work of Vicki Vickers, our community organizer, our new additional expansion organizer, Reverend Jeff Stanford, administrative assistant Eileen Garcia, and of course AmeriCorps member Samuel Garcia. All the Action Board members, the churches, the organizations, I cannot thank you enough. And also all you honorees. But last but not least, when you think of Action, who do you think of? Elder Rose Carter, I want you to stand up.
Tell the Rose to come to the front, please.
Come on down.
And to the Pathfinders. There was also another one here that was from Michelle Jorge.
Oh, wow.
There's a few people, we don't want to belabor you anymore longer than we have, and we just want first to say thank you all who came out and supported us in this 19th annual banquet. We would like to see you all here next year. I want to give thanks to these people on this side over here, Clarence Harge, Jeff Green, Eugene Sharp, Shahila Hakeem, as well as our decorator, Michelle. She's Michelle Burton, and see our decorations in here. And we just wanted to say thank you to all. I do have an announcement before we go and have the pastor to pray us out. There was some extra food here, so they are in help yourself to some takeout boxes. Please don't leave anything. They're here for you. It's been paid for. Take it. And again, thank you all for coming.
To close us out, Monsignor Sifrin, the Diocese of Youngstown. Monsignor, will you come up? Monsignor. I just want to add a few words of support to all my brothers and sisters in the clergy. Thank you so very much for your leadership and commitment to our community and to the wonderful work of action. Just a few weeks ago, Bishop Bonner met the leadership of Gamaliel and our local leadership, and he's truly impressed with their leadership and commitment, and he certainly encourages all of us. So let's call upon God's mercy in thanksgiving first for our awardees, that God might continue to bless their efforts, and as we support them by these awards, may we all be committed to raising up from among God. We ask you also, Almighty God, to bless those who have gone before us, who've worked so diligently for action, that they might share their eternal reward. And finally, O Lord, may the good works that you've begun in action, that you have brought to completion, may be followed by the actions that we begin today, that you might bless them with success and help us to serve our community even more vibrantly in the days ahead.